Thank you all. I know it's late, but I don't know about you all, but I got a little bit of energy I'm running on right now. You all did it. You did it. Well, you all, I get to maybe take a break off, but you know, on the campaign trail, you have to introduce yourself and ask for the vote. And I get to change it a little bit because my name is Thom Tillis, and I'm the next United States Senator from the state of North Carolina. But I want to make absolutely certain that every single one of you still just call me Thom. Because you are friends.
Yes.
You know,
we are.
This victory is not my victory. This victory is our victory. Our victory. You know, if you take a look at all the negative ads against me and against any Senate candidate, more negative ads against any Senate candidate in the Senate candidate in the country. $111 million. We didn't bend. We won. I tell you what, though, I'm sure y'all been watching the ads, but there was something very, very important that also had to happen tonight. And we have swept this nation with a compelling Senate majority. So, somehow I think Senator Reid's going to have a different office assignment come January. So, you know, I think at the end of the day, I think the reason they spent all that money is that they looked at North Carolina. They knew what we had here. We had hundreds and hundreds of volunteers absolutely committed, calling, knocking on doors, doing what we had to do to win. Y'all refused to lose, and that's why I'm standing here before you. Now, I will tell you, I received a call both from Sean Hall and then from Senator Hagan. I want to thank Senator Hagan for her service. I also want to thank her for her gracious offer to make sure that we do what America does best, and that is to effect a smooth transition of power over the next couple of months. You know, I tell you, taking that phone call, it's very difficult. You know, the challenges of campaigning are very difficult, and I really appreciate Senator Hagan's statesmanship manner in which she proceeded with doing what we have to do. Recognize this isn't about me. It's not about Senator Hagan. We just occupy these seats, but this is your seat. That's right. And this is a seat that I'm going to take to Washington and make sure I never forget where I came from. Now, I had somebody ask me, actually I had some family members ask me, how on earth was I so calm? You know, with all these attacks and things, they said, you seem to get more annoyed when the Panthers lose than all these attacks. And I've been annoyed a lot, but it's been mainly the Panthers, not this, because I knew that we were right. I knew that you all and North Carolinians want elected officials that are going to go to Washington and get something done, fulfill their promises. And you all know that we're going to continue the tradition that we've done here in North Carolina. We're going to go there and expect more out of our leaders, and we're going to fulfill our promises, and we're going to make this country great again. So, I see a few people around the room, but when I think about transitions and elections, I see one gentleman here in the center, Reverend Mark Harris, who was in the primary with us. I'm not really sure. I also want to thank Heather Grant. She traveled all over the state, her and her husband Michael helping us. But You know, we overcame a lot of adversity, and here we are. And with the opportunity to just make America great again. And the reason that I believe we can do it is because we'll have leaders in Washington now that believe that America is made great when we let Americans make America great, not government. When we stop accepting this idea that people want to be provided for by government, the problem with that is the only way government can provide you with something is to take it away from someone else. There's only one thing government can give you that doesn't come at the expense of anyone else, and that's freedom. And we need to free the American people up to make America great again. We need to free the American people up to make it an economic superpower, a military superpower, and an energy superpower. These are the things that we're going to go to Washington and do. Now, I know my communications people are going, Thom Tillis is completely off script because I'm not reading the teleprompter. I'll leave that up to President Obama. What I'm going to do is listen to you. And I'm going to go to Washington. And next year, I'm going to come back, and I'm going to go across this state to the towns and counties that I've been to. I'm going to thank all of those who voted for me, and I'm going to go to those who didn't vote with us, and I'm going to convince them that maybe they should give us a chance to make this nation great again and just get back on track. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't thank you enough. There are a lot of people in this room that if I made eye contact with you right now, I'd probably get teary-eyed. So I'm not looking this way. But what I do have to do is I have to thank my wife, Susan. Also got to thank my son and my daughter. I mean, they're two people that I could always rely on to take a look at some of those negative attack ads, and we just laughed at them. We did. Lindsay and Ryan. Now, I also have to tell y'all, I've got two brothers and two of my sisters here. I have one sister who wasn't able to make it, and it was wonderful having them volunteer this week. But I also have the most special mother who's here, my mom, Margie Tillis. That's typical mom, but if you're on Facebook, go out and do a friend request for Margie Tillis. You will not be disappointed because my mama has been taking care of this family forever, and she's been taking care of her son during the Senate race. But ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you all, you're an extension of our family. There's a lot of people in here that have been a part of this campaign. They've been a part of my campaign since I ran for town commissioner. There are people that worked hard in the difficulty of a primary, and we came back together. And there were people today, I went around the polls, and you could just see that they were so emotionally invested in it, wondering, boy, were we going to pull this off. Well, we pulled it off because of you. So I want to... From the bottom of my heart, I want to tell you how much Susan and I, my entire family, appreciate what you've done. Because I really do believe that through your efforts, through your prayers, through your financial support, through the ground game, through door knocking, that you all are literally a part of a historic moment in this nation's history. And I want to thank you. So, I'm not going to speak much longer. I'm going to get around and try and shake a few hands, but I don't know if I can do selfies with everybody today. But we will be back. And again, thank you all. God bless you. God bless this great nation. Thank you.